everyone, and welcome to my stream. If you're returning from last week, welcome back, and if you're new, please be welcome and have a good time. We are actually just waiting on my co-host Justin. He had to restart his computer for some technical errors, but he should be joining us back soon. I know last week I had some audio problems. If you can tell me if I'm being too quiet in the chat, that would be greatly appreciated, but I think I've got it fixed. Let me know. So while we wait today, I'm going to be playing Diablo 3 in the hopefully great expectation or great release of the remaster of Diablo 2. Should be fun. Alright, let's get started. Haha. Thank you, David Xavier. So, Amanda, this is Diablo 3. Oh, okay. Still want that volume down more, I think. This one. Yay! Okay. So, Amanda, we're playing Diablo 3, and I'm playing it kind of in anticipation of Diablo 2, the remastered edition when it comes out. I don't know exactly when it comes out, but I'm excited for it. And I know Sean is too. That's what he said too, so I'm looking forward to it. Although I know I didn't like playing with him because I didn't like the shared inventory space. So I don't know if that's going to be fixed or changed or not, but... That's what I thought too. Well, that's exactly it. I don't like sharing with people. You fucking know that. We talked about that last stream. Oh yeah, Amanda gave me permission earlier to say anything I wanted to about her, so let's talk mad shit. I'm just kidding. I love you, sweetheart. No, I haven't seen her lately. I don't actually have anything to say. I mean, I'm not really that kind of person, I don't think. I could be. I probably could be very easily. But, I know, I like going to her house for parties and stuff, so I kind of want to stay invited. I can hear you fine. I only got one voice. Alright, I wonder if that works. Can anybody talk now?
Yeah, Can anybody hear what I'm saying? If they say no just to screw with us, I will be very impressed.
Oh,
Hey!
there we go. Okay.
Hey! Des. Hi, Des.
Sorry,
It's been a
guys.
long time.
You are
I,
real.
I, am, I am, in fact, not real. I'm a mass hallucination.
Yeah, so that's probably my bad. I just recently got Streamlabs and stuff like that, and I was fucking around with things, so it might have been that.
Oh,
So,
it's been a day for stuff like this. Like, before we had Phasmophobia going, and tech difficulties through the roof.
oh.
It
Well,
was hilariously bad.
Jesus. Well, I've got...
Not quite.
Oh, I'm glad we got that figured out before it was too long into the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking
But at
of
least we got it figured
theory,
out, right?
can you guys hear me okay this time? Am I too quiet? Am I too loud? Am I blowing my mic out? What's happening? Is the power button on?
Is the power button on?
I mean, everything's on my end. Audio is just fine in my books. Great. Okay, perfect. Then let's continue with the stream.
Sweet. Okay, so what are we playing today? I know it's Diablo 3, but what specifically are you playing?
I am specifically playing the Necromancer today, and I'm actually playing a season's character, although I don't know how long I have left in this season. So we will see how far I get.
Necromancer is the best class, period.
I think Hunter's still my favorite, but I do enjoy the Necromancer quite a bit.
I mean, that's fair, but, like, Necromancer.
Yes, I know.
How is that not fun? Did they keep some of the old abilities, or are they just some new ones now? Because I haven't played Necromancer since, obviously, Diablo 2.
I don't really know the abilities from Diablo 2, so I couldn't tell you.
Blasphemy.
Well, I mean, like, I tried playing a little bit, but the shared inventory really, really bothered me.
Oh, yeah.
So we didn't play for very long. But, I don't know.
I dumped so many hours into Diablo 2, almost as much as Diablo 1.
Diablo 1. I don't think I've ever played the first Diablo game. Is there a thing? I know that sounds like a stupid question, but I don't know how they make these games.
Is there a thing? Oh. Oh, honey. Oh.
Right?
Oh, no. Oh.
I'm definitely, like, such a fake gamer girl.
You are not a fake gamer girl. How dare you? I will fight you on this.
I mean, I'd probably lose, but...
Probably? You would absolutely lose. Hunter is good, but built it wrong on purpose. Why would you build it wrong on purpose? It's just a runner.
I mean, I don't ever build them wrong on purpose. I just end up building them poorly because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I mean...
That's fair.
I usually have to ask Sean and be like, is this okay? He's like, no, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean, I truly get it.
Yeah. Your microphone is doing something weird, honey. Every once in a while, it's got like this weird buzzing sound.
Yeah, I was getting it too. I think it's because I'm just too close to the media in general.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of switch off the mic when I'm not talking.
Okay. Hi, Crosby's. I'm so glad you made it. So. Okay, everybody else hears it too. That's wonderful.
It's not just you this time.
No, it's not just me this time. Oh, goodness. Hey. So, I am super excited for this whole thing to be over because some friends, specifically Amanda and our friends in that group, are looking forward to doing, if it's still on, a boudoir photo shoot, and I am so goddamn excited for that. It's gonna be hilarious, but fun, hopefully. Amanda, are we still on for that? Hell yes. Yeah, we are. Great. Oh, I'm a little nervous about that because cameras scare me, but... And, like, not in the steal your soul kind of way, just because I know I'm kind of bigger. But it should still be fun. Rawr.
I need essence.
No, you don't. Just shoot them. I have a friend waiting to do her shot as well. Oh yeah? How long has she had it? How long has she been waiting to do the shoot? Mr. Doctors of Doom.
Sorry, I caught it. What's going on? I got missed.
I was just saying that when the pandemic is all over, my friends and I are looking forward to doing a kind of like a boudoir shoot, and we're still all pretty excited about it, but like kind of nervous about when it's going to happen at this point.
Sorry, what kind of shoot? I'm getting
Boudoir, like, you know,
Ooh.
sexy pictures.
Yeah, I'm aware of what they are.
I know you're aware, but just in case you couldn't hear me again. Oh no. Oh no. I am not equipped for this.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Oh shit. Fuck off. Stay away from me. It's Emily in the chat. Jessie isn't pregnant. I would hope Jessie's not pregnant. I mean, I feel like that would be a little difficult. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Ah! Oh no! And I have a cherry tree about to bloom in May. Oh, I'm so excited to see that. I wish I could see it in person. Oh, it's Emily in the chat. At least it looks like one of those. I'm not real good at name. It might be an apple tree, but I don't know if their blossoms are pink. But let's go back in town. Big dead. No, no apple. The petals are big as my thumb. Bright pink. Okay, maybe it is a cherry tree, but I don't know about them. I didn't know if we had them here. I know that sounds like a silly thing, but...
Yeah, cherry trees can grow in Canada.
They can? Okay. Then maybe it
Yeah,
is that.
basically have the same climate as Japan, and they're everywhere there. So yeah.
That's crazy. That's also awesome. I kind of want to get one for my house then. Let's get safe. Yeah! Boom! I don't think it's cherry tree, but it looks similar. Crabapple trees, I've heard have pink flowers. Oh, wow. Ooh, dystopian future. That sounds pretty. I'll have to look that up because that sounds like something I would want to visit when Toronto is not a fucking awful place to be. Although I don't know if it's ever like that, but we'll see. Yay! High Park, Queen Park, thank you. Small town group. Don't say that. never been to Queen's Park in Toronto. I mean, maybe I have, but I don't know. I am super bad with locations and names. I'm city folk, I'm just...
I need essence.
I mean, we could always go sometime, Emily.
Alright, I think I'm good to go now.
Are you sure?
No, not really. But I'm gonna do my best.
Okay. I feel like I'm struggling here. I don't know how entertaining this is for anybody else. Get back here and die.
My essence is
I don't want to do that.
Is good. Yay, thank you.
I need essence.
Oh, okay. Oh god, I love exploding the corpses in this game. It's so much fun.
My essence is too low.
Yeah, exploding corpses are awesome.
I'm sure that's a band name somewhere, and I think it's funny.
There's Cannibal Corpse.
I know
yeah, there probably
Cannibal.
is
I know Cannibal Corpse is a thing.
There probably is like exploding corpses, like grindcore band somewhere.
Probably. There's always got to be that one weirdo.
I have long waited.
And it's not always you.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I can be the normal one. Not very often, though. Almost never. Hi,
Almost never.
that's where the chair looks. Aww. Yeah, the moments of silence is like definitely one of the things that I have to work on. I think in streaming, Sean said that's definitely one of the things you have to get used to. Is kind of having like a running stream of commentary while you're playing, just so that your audience doesn't get too bored. But I feel really weird just talking to myself in a room if nobody else is here with me.
I was gonna say, it's like, honey, you talk to yourself all the time.
Yeah, but that's not for public consumption. That's just for me.
I mean, they could be.
It probably shouldn't be, though.
What? You're not that bad of a person.
I didn't say I was that bad of a person. I know there's probably some things that I would sit cat in front of you.
Yeah. Talk to your kitty. I mean, what?
Aw, I miss you too, Emily. We will see each other soon.
You know, doing it.
Pardon?
Or, you know, doing it.
I mean, maybe that's possible too. I've never really. Obviously, this is only my second time doing this and talking to someone. Like, I think I've streamed a couple times before this, but not to a specific audience. And I think I had one or two people show up. Somebody tried to tell me how to play the game I was playing, and I was immediately kind of not interested in hearing it, which is a little
Banhammer.
rude. But I didn't have a mod to banhammer anybody, and I didn't know how to do it.
Oh, that's me. I can banhammer people.
Tyler has lots to say. I'll pair him up with a mic. Aww.
Yes, do it. Running commentary with a toddler would be awesome. And yes, when Des makes up their own running commentary about a game, it is absolutely something to behold.
Oh yeah.
Ask them sometimes about bean soup.
Ban me, Daddy. Don't ban me. Oh dear.
I'll ban you so hard.
Oh no. Oh, goodness. Oh.
Yes, you probably should. Hearing your made-up stories are awesome.
I think hearing entertaining stories, or entertaining made-up stories, would probably be very interesting, for sure. Oh, wait, I want the recovery, don't I?
Get over it. Blue is not being freed.
Oh. I mean, there's a lot of blues still in the pen. They're really not going anywhere, though.
I can also imprison the minds of my enemies and wring the life from them.
Jesus, they're scary.
I can't believe what we get so well.
Free blue. Mystic. So, what has been... Has anybody, like... I know we see all the time on, like, posts and stuff like that people are like, oh, during the pandemic, I learned how to do this, or I self-taught myself how to do this. Has anybody learned anything, like, skills, like knitting, or I don't even know what, like, baking bread was, like, a big thing for a little while. Has anybody here learned how to do anything while in quarantine? Or has, like, everybody just been like me and, like, just kind of sat around and slept all day? Not that that's, like, a really great thing to be admitting, but hey, it is what it is. Fucking around with crypto. Right? That's a big thing that's kind of I've been hearing a bit about. I don't fully understand crypto, but I know that some people are really into it. Squish. Also crypto. Lots of depression, but also lots of crocheting. Crocheting's interesting. I think I was learning how to do that at one point. I tried knitting a long time ago. Amanda, you've always done that though, sweetheart. Stop. I mean, you kind of have an important job to do during all of this though, Emily. You're one of the frontline people. I didn't learn anything. That's okay. Like I said, I really didn't either. I think I tried crocheting a long time ago. Or maybe I'm thinking of cross-stitching. Cross-stitching? I think that's one of the ones. Want to be rescued right now. I feel like a cage is safer. The cats learn how to wear a harness. Does that count? I think that's something. Cats are notoriously difficult with harnesses. Justin, what are you doing, hun? I mean, from what I've seen, Charlie knows how to use the harness, he just doesn't like it. Which is, Jesus, kind of typical of cats, right? Teach crochet to damn near anyone, including people who tried it successfully before. Oh. Aww. I understand that. Large projects can get boring pretty quickly if you're working on them non-stop for like a long time. Oh no, poison. Shit. Her sense is tingling. Fuck you. Thank you. That took entirely too long. Okay. We have not tried the grocery pickup yet. I feel like I don't think that's something I would like for some reason, because like I like being able to pick up certain things, but that's because I'm a little bit I don't want to say the word crazy, but I'm a little bit concerned about picking up specific things. Oh my god, do it. Instant cart.
Not enough essence.
Huh. Maybe we'll try it sometime. Does it cost anything extra to do the instant, or like the not in-store pickup, but... Ooh. No, I need a reason to leave my house. If I don't, I will just not leave it, and that's not healthy. I already feel very cooped up. Bulk meat and actually have the energy to portion and freeze it the same day. Oh. I think I don't have big enough freezer space for bulk meat, but that is something I want to have eventually. I want to get like a big chest freezer so that we can just... Okay. Different options here that I'm seeing. That's good. So Justin has disappeared on me, and I don't appreciate it. Can we all agree to like roast him or something when he gets back? Getting bulk meat. That's a hashtag, Jesus. The breaker blew, I knew this. Oh no! But let's roast him anyway. Everything's okay at his house, right? Yay. Yay, cruelty. Yay, he's back.
Sorry, the breaker blew my room.
Oh. Yeah, that got explained to us, but we're gonna give you a hard time about it anyways.
You should.
Oh, now you're being very quiet. I'm just turning this off, because I have a hard time hearing. Hey, Justin, no mic. Oh, now it's entirely too quiet. Sucks to suck. Oh. Oh, Amanda. I wish she was here to read that comment. How do you have a breaker blow in your room specifically? I don't know about a lot of engineering. Nope, electrical stuff either. Goodness, I just sound like I don't know anything, but I swear I know things. Maybe not important things, but I know some things. Are you back or not, honey?
Back.
Okay. Do you want to turn your mic up a little tiny bit?
Is that better?
Maybe a little bit more? Or is that like what blew everything out?
No.
Things are fine. You just had to do too much tech running. He has 3 blenders running. That's a lot of blenders. That's probably 3 more blenders than you actually need. I don't know anybody who uses blenders in real life, so.
Some blenders, right?
I don't know anybody who uses blenders in real life. I'm not gonna lie. Do you use blenders? Like, I'm thinking of the cooking in the blend. I don't know if that's like what we're talking about here. That is.
Is just a really stuff.
Yeah. I don't use those.
Sure.
I mean, maybe, but smoothies are gross, so maybe not. Or evidence. Oh, true, evidence, right. I might have to use blenders in the future then. Hey, stop shooting me. Fuck you.
It's their job to shoot you.
I know,
Get
but
better.
they need to stop. Stop. Jesus. I probably shouldn't stand in the middle of this if I don't want to die, but oh well. Fuck you.
Sometimes you're gonna die.
I've died once already, and I want to keep it to just one time. Who the fuck is that? Oh, that's somebody I used to play with, I think. I don't really anymore. Bah. Dude, milkshakes, we use a blender that's for that. Lovely. Yeah, see, milkshakes and smoothies I'm not actually a big fan of. The texture really bothers my mouth for some reason, so it's not something I enjoy eating.
How are we still friends?
I don't know. And like, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but it's the same. I don't really like bacon either, but that's more of the smell kind of makes me nauseous when it's cooking. I don't know what it is. Bacon when it's cooking smells awful. Well, I mean, I don't ever cook it, but when people do cook it near me, it's particularly like maple flavored bacon. That I have to leave the house or I will vomit. It's fucking terrible. No bacon.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say either. Huh? I support all weird food preferences.
Of course they do. They have weird food preferences.
A brave stance. Yeah, like, it's not to say that I don't eat bacon. Like, I had bacon from McDonald's like the other day, and if it's on a sandwich, I guess I don't mind it too much. But I won't go out of my way to make bacon. Like, I've never cooked bacon in my house, so I don't know how Sean, who likes bacon, has survived, because we don't have it at the house. He just has to get it from other sources.
That was secret bacon affairs. He tells you he's at work, and he's actually just mowing down on bacon. He's all like, I can't quit you, and then, like, just consumes it all.
I mean, that would probably help him with his, oh my goodness. There's a running joke that Sean is, like, mostly preservative, so he's not going to age, and when he dies, he's going to leave a perfect corpse because of all the coke and everything else terrible that he eats for himself. And I thoroughly believe that his love of bacon is probably going to contribute to that greatly.
Not really how bacon works. That's just salt, which explains his disposition sometimes, but, you know.
He's not salty.
Not to you, because you're like, you know, the queen of salt.
I mean, I like salt a lot. I joke all the time that I need a salt lick, but I think that's taking it too much. I think that may be taking it a little far. I think people are concerned with me when I say things like that, but oh well.
Well, I mean, it's a whole thing where people do buy salt licks for themselves and do other things, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, no, I don't want it for that purpose.
I I mean, not shaming or anything. That's a you thing. As
I'm
long as
not
you're happy.
shaming either. I'm just saying that's not what I want a salt lick for. I want salt for the express purpose of having salt.
So do they. It's all about the immersion.
Brokeback
Don't be hating. You're gonna
broke
die,
bacon
sweetie.
mountain.
Lick people, they're salty.
I mean, that's true too. Maybe that's why I like biting. People are salty.
You're a biter, sweetie.
For some reason, I just thought you were gonna say you're a bitch, sweetie.
I mean, I wasn't gonna, but that's not an incorrect statement. Hey,
Oh,
have
good.
you tried not getting hit by that ball stuff? Like, I hear it's bad.
Pardon? Oh, the butterflies?
Have you tried not getting hit by the? Yeah, I hear it's bad for you.
I mean, yeah, they're not great. He's fat on the inside for sure. I want to see his blood work. I would be curious to see his blood work too, actually. I'm very curious about that. I don't know how much
It's
fat.
just bacon grease and like.
It'd just be Coke. It's just
Lard.
refined Coke.
A cola or cane? I gotta know.
A cola.
I
Sean,
mean, I haven't seen the guy in a bit.
he's still a
It
fucking
would explain
beanpole.
why he eats so much bacon yet it's so skinny.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
potentially.
that.
He is. How the fuck do you roll? What button is that?
It's a joke. It's
Oh.
for tabletop games. Roll to dodge.
Oh. Well, I know in some games it's a true thing too.
It's not.
Jesse used to be a beanpole.
You're
Hell
getting hit by
has.
the butterflies again, sweetie.
Shut up, Justin. This is taking way longer than I thought it would. It catches up eventually. Oh
Maybe you
no.
need to get better.
I don't. I'm gonna admit I'm shallow.
Really need something different.
Sean's not allowed to get fat.
Whoa.
I've told him
He
that.
puts on 10 pounds, it's the work time.
I've told him that. He's aware of that. I told him he's not allowed to get fat and he's not allowed to just lose his hair. And I feel really terrible for saying it. I mean, I said it at the beginning of our relationship when it was still very much based on looks. I don't think I feel the same way now. But I think there's still a little part of me that if I noticed he was getting fat, I'd be like, honey, you need to start working out with me or you need to start losing weight or something.
F.
But I've been assured that like all of his aunts and uncles and stuff like that all have like full heads of hair and most of them are all beanpoles still, so like I feel a little better about it. I'm a little less concerned.
This is when you find out that Sean lost his hair many years ago and he's just wearing a wig to placate you.
No, I pull on his hair. He's fine.
Hey, I got some epoxies around here that you could not pull off.
I'm very rarely wrong. It's like. Soon to scalp. Oh god, don't sew his hair to
Remember when I
his
said you
scalp.
should avoid the butterflies? I told you I got some epoxies. It'll be fine.
Yeah. No, Sean's hair is wonderful. It's all like lovely and soft and curly. I really hope he doesn't lose it.
And store-bought.
It's not store-bought. That's such a mean thing to say. Maybe he got an implant.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Narcissist. Was that mean?
I'm not a narcissist.
Really? Let's go over some things, shall we? 1, Sean's not allowed to get fat. 2, Sean has to keep his hair. Like, he doesn't have control over the second one. I'm just saying.
I mean, he can.
Oh, yes. Good rock a skullet. That'd be awesome.
Oh god, no.
Oh, yeah.
No, if that was the case, I'd rather he just shave it all off.
But no, he wants to keep you. You didn't say what portion of his hair he has to keep. So he
All of
chose
it.
skullet.
All of it.
I mean, he'll keep all of it, but some of it's going to be in a box.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
We're not talking that kind of keep it all. If he's keeping it, it's got to keep on his head. grow out his chest hair.
I'd still revert back to epoxy or sewing. You got to pick one.
He doesn't have chest hair really, which I'm actually kind of really thankful for. He's not super hairy all over the place, which is nice. Not that anybody
Because he
cares
keeps
about
shaving
that.
it and putting it on his head. It all goes to his head, sweetie.
You haven't seen him lately, but it's all his fucking beard, actually, is where it is.
Exactly.
I don't like that either.
Okay, what about the whole bald head Viking beard look?
I
mean, come on.
mean, maybe. I'm not a super big fan of beards. I'm not gonna lie. Some of them are scratchy and itchy, and it's kind of awful. But
How are we still friends?
I don't know. I don't know.
I've had basically a beard since you met me.
Yeah, and I know you with a beard. If you shaved it off, I'd cry.
Now I'm tempted.
I am so friggin' weird about hair, just kind of in general on people. And I've always been like that. It's kind of terrible and really stressful for me and for other people if they know about it. For instance, get out of that.
You're gonna die again. It's a butterfly.
No, I'm not. One of my friends, his name is Josh. He looks like a 12-year-old, but he's a sweetheart. He has
12-year-olds are.
he has gorgeous curly hair, and I absolutely love his hair. He cuts it kind of frequently, and whenever he does that, I have to know about it beforehand, because I think we were hanging out one time and I didn't realize he'd cut it, and he took off his hat, and I had to hide behind Sean for like 10 minutes because I was like near tears that he'd cut it off. I haven't told him that. I don't think he's in the stream, so like it's okay for me to say that here. But
Okay, so new goal for 2022. We're all gonna shave our heads
no, we're not.
and meet up with Kayla.
No.
We're gonna watch her cry.
You're so mean. Sean's
Okay,
body
so-
smoothness 1 to 10.
Yeah, we need to know what Sean's body is, a scale from 1 to 10, and you don't get to know which is the smooth part and which is the not smooth part. So
Oh,
1
no!
to 10, how smooth is Sean's body? Yeah.
Well, actually, that's pretty easy. I'm gonna say a 5 because his legs are pretty damn hairy, and it's kind of funny.
You realize that means he has to shave the rest of them because it doesn't just get hairy legs and smooth everywhere else, right?
Oh, my sister's here. We're not talking about my husband's body hair anymore. My sister's here.
Hey, Toad.
Safe choice.
Welcome to trauma.
We're talking about my hair problems. We're going to elaborate on the story further. So, when I was younger and I was in cadets, actually, we'll go even further back than that. Before I was in cadets, my mom came home one day and she had beautiful, lovely long hair, and it was like soft and it was pretty and like, it was really nice. She came home one day without telling us what she'd done, and she got a pixie cut. I came down the stairs, I looked at her, and I screamed, "Oh my god, I hate it!" And I ran back upstairs crying and slammed my door.
You are the worst.
I was little. I was probably like, I'm gonna say like 9 or 10. I don't do well with hair change. I don't know what it is. I think the first time my mom or my sister did like an undercut for her hair, my mom told me about it before I came down to visit. She's like, "Okay, your sister's done this. If you cry when you see her, I'm going to beat you to death." Because she is self-conscious, but she likes it. And so I
believe this story.
So I looked at pictures of my little sister with her new haircut, and I'm like, okay, it's changed, and it's okay. It was a side shave, thank you. It was new, and I wasn't used to it, so it was bad.
You're awesome.
She looked amazing with it. She's since grown it out now, I believe, but like.
Side shave is great.
So.
What? No. All right, Toad. Listen, you gotta side shave again. It has to happen.
But yeah, seeing it, I had a moment of like, I braced myself from it. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how to react, but I was very much like, oh, it looks nice, Toad. Good job. Those videos of babies seeing their dads are Yeah, see? Except I'm not a baby and I should be able to control my reactions better than that. But yeah, that's kind of what it is. I
You
think
kinda are.
I have like partial face blindness where that really affects it.
Partial?
I think so. I don't know though. So, it's hard
I
for
can
me.
confirm the baby thing. I shaved with Meredith. Yeah.
Aw.
I shaved with Meredith the baby, and she lost her damn mind. Like, it was
Aw.
the funniest thing ever. She didn't want to touch me, didn't want me to look at me, nothing.
Oh, that's mean. You shouldn't find that funny. Babies be rude. Yes,
Oh,
they are.
They are rude.
Is that an OCD symptom? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think maybe it's an OCPD symptom, but not OCD.
Oh, a what?
Death Hawk. Do it.
What? Oh, a death hawk. Oh, you're talking about somebody's
okay.
hairstyle. Some people want me to shave it again,
Yep.
so honestly I might just do a death hawk. Oh, that would be interesting. I can't quite picture what that is off the top of my head right now, but I'm sure it's something that I and Sean would approve of, so like, why not?
It's a Death Hawk. It has the word death and hawk in it. This is your jam.
Death hawk, do it.
like there's not a single word that's that you don't like. So how could you hate it?
I mean, that's true. I don't know.
I could say like death kitten pile and you'd be all over it.
No, I wouldn't. I like kittens. I don't want them to
kittens
die.
aren't dead.
Well, you're not
The kittens aren't
specifying
dead.
that.
No, they're death kitten.
Aw,
Kittens
yeah.
are dead.
Death kittens. That's cool.
Yeah. See? Exactly.
Do it.
So, a death hawk can only be cool.
I mean, it'd be something, I'm sure. Oh, goodness. I think the same thing.
You have
like
an
the
army of skeletons.
Yes, I do. They're great. Yeah, the hair thing. That happened with one of my boyfriends as well. My parents took him, or my mom, sorry, took him to like the barber shop because we were in cadets at the time, so he had to have short hair, and he just didn't. And yeah, I know. So my mom took him, and then she brought him over to our house afterwards, and I cried and was really, really upset again because he cut off again nice, curly, soft hair that I really like touching, and it was very sad. And my mom, I think, realized at that point that it was a problem that I was probably always going to have. Like, even recently when we went to... Before the pandemic, Sean got his hair cut a couple times, and I always have to go with him and, like, watch the process of it happening, or I get really, really, really upset. And the hairstylist actually looked at me like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm fine, just keep going. I have to see this for me to be okay with it." It's just something really weird, and I don't know why I'm like that. So, if I've met you a certain way, and then you meet me again and you've changed something, be prepared for me to be a little teary about things. Because I can't be normal. It's just not something that I allow myself to do, I guess. Fuck you. Death Kitten Pile. Is a Cannibal Corpse song? Oh no. It's like a hair funeral. I treat it like such, that's for sure. Right. Justin, have you disappeared again, sweetheart? I think he has. Oh. Now I'm feeling exposed. I didn't impulsively cut all my hair this time. Jesus, do you do that sometimes, honey? That seems like... Ugh, I don't think I could impulsively cut all my hair off. Partially because I think Sean would be mad at me because I'm supposed to have long hair.
Oh, I see. It's a two-way street.
Oh, for sure it is. Like, I'm not... If he's not allowed to cut his hair off, I'm not allowed to cut my hair off. That's something we established very early on, actually.
Okay, as long as it's mutual, then you can't just have it over them.
Yeah, no, I know that. I try and make things as fair as possible in the relationship because I don't think I would like it if we didn't.
Okay, you. That's interesting.
Hmm?
I'm not saying anything. It's just interesting.
Okay.
We're trying to make things fair.
I blame pregnancy. Oh, I think I remembered that very vaguely. Yeah. Personal opinion, and I don't want to like say anybody, and I'm not saying this, but like I don't want to say anybody's wrong for getting it. I don't personally like pixie cuts. Again, that's a personal opinion. But it is what it is.
Yeah, you should not pixie cut your hair.
Oh, I'm not going to. No.
Good.
I think Sean would. Braver stance.
I think Sean should get a pixie cut.
I don't think Sean should get a pixie cut. I think Sean should get his hair cut into a mohawk again. I like that, but he's growing it out currently.
No, 100% pixie cut.
No. I don't like them either. I
Like,
thought
you
it was
should
pronounced Karen cut. No, Karen cut is like this really weird, like, cut short at the back but kind of like longer in the front. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of like the Karen haircut. I just will not get it now because of the connotations that go with it.
If you get a Karen haircut, we may just have to stop being friends.
Yeah, and that's why it'll never happen now. I don't like them either. I thought it was pronounced Karen cut, but pregnant me was like, yes, take it all off. I am thinking of maybe getting like an undercut in the summertime just because of like how hot long hair gets, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It could be a good choice. It could be a very terrible choice. I don't know. I also don't know what my job regulations are for that or if they have any for that, so who knows. That's an annoying thing that I have to take into consideration with a lot of my personal aesthetic choices is like I can't wear nail polish most of the time and I can't have like weird haircuts and I can't have fun funky colors, so like I am super jealous of the people who get to dye their hair whatever color they want. Like I wish I could have bright blue or purple hair, preferably purple, but that's not really something I can do.
You mean like my hair?
Yeah, you had that amazing blue that one time, didn't you?
I did not like the blue, but yes.
Yeah, like, I push it and I'll dye my hair like burgundy or like really dark reds. Most of the time I'll dye my hair black. But that's about the extent of what I can do with my hair. Which is annoying to me.
That's fair.
But black looks really nice on me. Although I think, I was in Montreal and I had been so long since I dyed my hair, it looked like I had virgin hair all over again. And I came in and I'm like, hey, can you dye this all black? And she's like, are you sure? It might not look very nice. And I'm like, no, I'm sure. It'll look fine. Just, can you do this, please? And she's like, I don't know. You're really, really pale. I don't know if it'll look nice. And I'm like, okay, well, thank you, but please do it. I've done it before. It looks fine. So she eventually did it for me. And she's like, oh my god, you're right. It does look very nice. And I'm like, I know, that's why I asked you to do it, so just fucking do it. But I get that they don't want to get yelled at for people's personal choices when it's not their fault, but still.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, like I know they have to balance that out, like, oh, well, you wanted this, but like, we told you it might not look great. But when I said I've done it before and it looks fine, she should have been like, okay, we'll do it. Without the hesitancy.
Yeah. Sign this waiver stating I warned you that you're making a terrible choice.
Yeah, basically. Like, fine. I'll sign a waiver like that. That's fine.
You would never stop signing those.
No, I wouldn't. I'm a fucking hazard to myself.
You really are.
I mean, let's see. I've been hit by 2 trucks. Or, so 2 vehicles. Oh, that's a story for a stream.
Absolutely.
I think people think I'm weird that I love telling that story, because, I mean, it's probably not a normal story that people would like telling, but it's something I enjoy telling. I don't know if I want to get into it right now, but we have an hour, so maybe.
You don't have to.
Yeah, maybe another time. Maybe we'll start a stream with that.
Sounds good.
Okay,
I'm down for it.
we can start that some other time. Maybe I don't know if I'll be streaming next weekend or not, but maybe next weekend.
Not next weekend, no.
No?
Well,
Okay.
I mean, you can, just not.
Not with you? Oh no. I'd have to find another co-host then.
Sorry.
Because I don't think I can do this by myself.
I mean, I don't need to co-host like this next weekend, so I could still do it.
Yeah.
I just won't be bringing peeps with me.
That's fine. I mean, I'm awesome. They might come on their own. You never know.
I mean, you are awesome. But yeah, we could definitely work some out when we're not riddled with this being terrible stuff. It's really just my one computer. It is old and grumpy, and it doesn't like it.
Yeah. I'm actually,
Which I understand, but still.
Yeah, still, sometimes, you know, you gotta buck up and do your job, even if you don't want to.
I mean, it's okay, I don't want to.
I'm not talking about you, I was talking about your computer.
Oh no, it is like beyond its good date. Like,
yeah.
There's a reason I don't play WoW anymore. It's because it doesn't recognize my video card as being active.
Oh my god.
There's a computer coming. It's just not here right now, so I'm gonna get a dinosaur.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm fairly lucky to say that I have a fairly new computer. I think I bought it early last year or something like that.
Cool.
So I have. I'm working with a fairly decent computer. Get back here, you fuck! I need you. I need pets. Come here and die. No.
So after next weekend, I'll have a fairly decent computer to work with, and
that's
knows,
good.
Maybe, yeah, it's gonna be a good time. You missed the first stream though; it was hilarious watching two people play horror games. You hate horror games.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm wondering if maybe I should start, is because like I'm jumpy as shit, as you know.
Oh, you should. Like, watching jumpy people play horror games is the best.
Because I recently bought a new webcam, and I'm gonna have a ring light soon. But I mean, if I'm streaming video games, I might play them at night when the lights are off and everything. So that could be fun. That could be something. Because like I said, I am super jumpy.
It's
no.
such a good time.
Die.
Yes.
Yes, did I get it? I did get it! Yay! Corpse explosion celebration! What? Corpse explosion celebration.
That's a normal word people use.
But I got him! I got the Menagerist Golem, which means I got a pet. I gotta find it and see what I got.
Yeah, when I get the new computer to the house, we can actually like stream together.
Yeah! Yeah! What? Oh my god, look at him! He's so cute! Yeah. Look at him!
So you're unhinged.
We know this. This is why I'm special and loved. I know this is why I'm special, but... Ooh, play a horror game. Oh dear.
There's a few I can recommend.
The only problem with that is that I won't be able to sleep afterwards. So, it would definitely have to be on a weekend when I don't have to, like, do anything the next day. And then I can have Sean comfort me, or, like, I don't know. Make sure I can sleep that night.
Or, I don't know. Well, if you want me as your co-host, it has to be on the weekend, because I work till, like, 11 o'clock at night during the week, so...
That's fair.
No, it's not. It's terrible.
Okay, yeah, that's not what I meant when I said that's fair, but yes. Okay, I haven't been paying attention to this.
I'm playing 7 Days to Die, which is like, what if Minecraft and like a survival game had a baby with better graphics, and it's the best. It even gets me sometimes.
Yeah, I watched Sean play that one. I don't know if I'd be good at that one, but Ooh, play a horror game.
Oh, it's
Yes.
great.
Would smash.
Like,
Outlast.
not Smash the
Outlast
Pad.
is sick. Come over. We can have summer parties. Yes. Oh
There we go.
goodness.
Horror games after dark. We all get together and play a game, and it's just chaos.
It would be chaos. It would really be chaos. I'm literally one trophy off of getting a platinum on 70s.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm playing it on my Xbox, and I'm having a great time. But apparently on consoles, it's like several major updates behind the computer one.
Oh, that's
And
unfortunate.
which it sucks, but still.
Yeah.
Years, yeah. I've been playing for like 2 weeks now, something like that, and
Okay.
like the game has zero.
The game has zero
Yeah, I
what?
heard they weren't gonna update it too.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I mean it's still fun. Like I'm doing a run right now just to learn more things, and you can just activate cheat mode, have access to literally everything in the game that you want. So
See, I would like playing like that.
Oh yeah, like so you literally start off the game with like you're naked and you wake up and it's like the apocalypse. You got to make your own clothes and whatnot. But if you turn on cheat mode, you still get the same. Like you can like put on leather clothes and have a shotgun because you want to.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen Sean play, and I think he's made it. I think the longest he's lasted has been 4 or 5 weeks, I think. But he was playing on like a really, really shitty computer, so I don't think he's played since I've given him my old computer. But
Fair.
It might be good, I don't know.
Or we can do just like a really terrible like WoW run or something.
I would love to play WoW
They're
with
bringing,
somebody.
Yeah. Well, they're bringing Burning Crusades to WoW Classic, so we can always do that.
I thought people were complaining about having all the updates, so I don't know if people will like that.
I wouldn't know about all the updates. Burning Crusades, I got involved, and that was only like two updates since the original. So
yeah, I know I wasn't playing WoW at the beginning because it had been a thing for like a long time before that, but I don't know.
I was a EverQuest kid, so I didn't play WoW.
Oh, I love EverQuest. I have not played in so long. My computer is apparently too good for EverQuest now. It won't play it, which is really annoying because I like EverQuest.
It was the only game I ever got addicted to, and I mean full on addicted. If I wasn't I was playing this game, and I once stayed up for 5 days straight.
Oh wow,
I'd go to work.
That sounds problematic.
I'd play. It really was. I was like 17 at the time.
Yeah.
So I'd come 17 or 18. I'd come home, and then after like 5 days, someone brought me home because I went to LARP that night, and my brain was 5 minutes behind the conversation. But it retained everything that. So I was literally lagging in real life. When it brought me home, I was put to bed by my own father, who then promptly shut off the internet.
Oh yeah,
and I slept for 6 years or something like that.
Wow.
And yeah, but I tried to go back. I've gone back to EverQuest occasionally, and it is garbage.
Yes.
Just bad.
I believe it, but that makes me sad at the same time. I think the worst I've ever been with video games is there was one time I was playing WoW and I was in my shack on base. And I think I sat at my computer for a full 25 or 26 hours or something like that without getting up to go to the bathroom or go eat or anything. And like I didn't make a mess of myself or anything like that, but once I like kind of snapped out of it, I stretched and then curled up in pain because of hunger, having to use the bathroom, and back pain because I sit terribly when I'm playing video games. I'm like a hunched over little gremlin. And so like everything hurt. And it was pretty bad. And it's a good thing it was the weekend, but I think that's the worst I've ever been with video games, and I don't get like that very often, so that's kind of probably a good thing.
I don't anymore. Like the longest game, the run game I play right now is either 7 Days or Slay the Spire, which is
I
another game that's also on computer that is lagging behind on updates. And that's just a deck building game that's hilarious. But like I can't do the all day game runs anymore. I can't. I need
yeah
to get up and move around, and family and babies and what. So
yeah, and I mean that's probably a good motivator to not be like that. And thankfully, Sean is one of those people who likes to eat and is like, hey, I'm hungry, I can't ignore this. Unlike myself, who can very easily ignore when I'm hungry for very long periods of time, which is not great. But if I'm
no.
doing something I'd rather be doing than eating, it's very easy for me to ignore the fact that I'm hungry.
What I used to do when I was computer gaming, I'd put like a big container of like grapes on the desk, and I'd just reach over and grab some while I was playing, and end up eating like 3 bags of grapes one day by
Oh, I haven't had grapes in a really long time, and that kind of makes me sad. But I know I would
You
just
should
eat a
eat
whole
grapes. They're
bag by
pretty good.
myself.
Yeah, that's fine though.
Yeah, they're not bad for you, I guess.
Still great. Still great.
Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know. I like playing with people, but then I don't like playing with people. So for me, playing video games with people is a little challenging because I feel like I'm either lagging way too far behind and I'm not being helpful and I'm just kind of like there, or I feel like I'm doing everything, which I don't super mind. But then like I guess I get the feeling that people might be annoyed with me because I'm just kind of charging ahead. So I have mixed feelings about playing video games with people, although I do enjoy it. Sometimes.
I
Most
don't
times?
like. I get that. I don't like playing games with strangers, like random groups on like WoW or
Yeah.
whatnot. But like, I'm okay with that because I know they're annoyed with me, but it's for a legit reason.
Because they know you?
Because they know me. Yeah.
Yeah, like for instance, like this game, Diablo 3. If I played this with strangers, I would probably not have a fun time for various reasons. But like, I don't mind playing with Sean for the most part. Sometimes it's not super great because I get competitive and I get annoyed with me if he gets a higher level than me. And since he's better at kill streaks, he often gets a higher level than me. So I get pissy with him, and it's not his fault really. But like I'm competitive in weird ways, I think.
Yeah, you really are. Like I can't even quantify it properly, but yeah, it's never like you're the same way twice. It's like the same thing they annoyed you the first time, they want to annoy you the second time.
Yes.
Something completely different will just set you off like a Roman candle. And I'm like, we should do something else.
Yeah. Jesse carries us often when we play together. Yeah, see, I'm the opposite. I like watching people play video games. So like when I found out what Twitch was and like I knew that was a thing, I was kind of really happy because it's kind of perfectly encapsulates how I like consuming video games. There are certain video games that I would love to watch happen, but I have no idea how to play them properly. So it's better, not better, but like I like it more when I can watch and interact and keep track of what's going on, but not actually have to play it myself. And I think that more relates to horror games because I'm terrified of them.
Like I never cared much for Twitch up until this point, and I still really don't.
Yeah.
But I like watching my friends do things, and some of them are just really entertaining. Like anyone, with the exception of like one person, I know everyone who's going to be streaming,
Yeah.
and so I follow them because A, it's a nice thing to do, and B, if I find you really entertaining, like you watch it with my friend of mine, Miriam, she's from down in the States. I
Oh.
like she streams when, like just after I get home from work most nights. So I'm like, cool. I need noise while I literally just stare into the void. So I'll throw it on and we'll end up having a conversation.
Oh, that's
And it's just
nice.
watching my friends play, and if we were together, I wouldn't watch you play Diablo. I'm having a great time watching you now, and that's just not because we're talking, but because it's fun.
Yeah.
So it's a weird niche for me.
No, I get that. And I mean, with what you mentioned with your friend being in the States, like, that's a perfect way to stay in contact with her, right?
Oh yeah.
Because, I mean, I know that can be a little harder when people live farther away. Like, I know if I lived probably, I mean, fuck, right now we do live far apart. Not
Yeah.
like an insurmountable difference, but yeah.
It's, it's 3 hours.
It's 2 hours. It's 2 hours.
I'm allowing for people being stupid on the highway.
I don't take the highway.
I know, but you drive like a maniac, so.
Shh, that's not true. Don't spread that.
Don't tell them cops could be listening.
I am a responsible driver, I swear.
Really?
Sean's not listening, great.
How many times have we gone on random drives and almost died?
You were driving, not me.
Oh, is that how we're gonna play it? Is that how we're gonna play it? Okay. Yes, Toad, complete lies. You know she's lying.
No, Toad.
Toad can back me up.
Toad, don't back him up. I'm your sister.
Yes, but she's committed to the truth, and you lie.
She shouldn't be committed to the truth. She's supposed to
Okay, fine. She's committed to embarrassing you.
Oh, I mean, she is that, yeah. I don't super find it embarrassing.
No, and you wouldn't. You have no shame. Well, you do, but
it's very weird. My shame is very weird.
It is very weird. That's why I don't have any.
Like, I don't know what triggers my shame, because it's very specific things.
Do you want me to tell them?
No, we don't need to tell them what triggers that. Simulate sitting on the couch playing.
Come on.
Friends. Yes. No.
I heard a yes, and I'm getting this passive permission.
No. No, I need to remain I need to remain at least a little mysterious for like the first couple of streams, okay? So we're not delving too far into this.
Hey, we could do an entirely different stream if you want.
That's in the future.
Definitely not while I'm hosting a LARP thing.
No.
See if we can alien trade the internet. So yeah, I'm actually thinking about running like a one-shot D&D campaign with some people. Because, yes, sweetie, you can play.
Yeah! I have so many characters built. Okay. So my thing is, with D&D,
perfect.
I actually really like the idea of playing D&D, but I have a really short attention span, so like I don't want to be part of like really, really long campaigns that take like forever to finish. I am quite happy with like one-shots, or one-shot campaigns or whatever. And I've participated in a couple of them. Oh no. Shit. Fuck.
Like, and I'm really just rehashing because, having ran games that gave me confidence for years, I have a crap ton of modules I can run through, but you have died.
Oh, you're behind again.
No. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
But, yeah, I'm just going to resurrect all my old campaigns that one of the original ones that I wrote.
Right.
And just run it different people who've been nice enough to stream for me. And, maybe once every couple of months just run a game with other people or just people who are bored.
Aw.
Yeah. Maybe not necessarily always D&D because I've grown away from D&D. There are some criticisms.
We are still very much a D&D household here.
And that's fair.
Like,
don't get me wrong, I will not disparage you for liking what you like.
No, I know. It's one of those like how long would it? Ooh, that would be fun. Maybe Emily. That would be nice, I think. Yeah, I think we tried Blades in the Dark, and that was interesting, but it didn't really grab me in the first session, so I don't know how much I want to continue with that one. which kind of sucks because like
That's fair.
it does seem like an interesting system, but
Yeah. So
I don't know where I'm going
I'm
with
running
this.
D&D to play with it, but yeah, it's just you like D&D because it's easier, essentially.
I think so, yeah.
I mean, I can learn Blades in the Dark, and give it a shot. But I'm running D&D as an intro, like, hey, but um, like I had a random idea for a story at work like months ago,
right.
and so I'm making a hack of Powered by the Apocalypse to make it into a game because it's what I wanted to do originally. So I'm gonna need subjects to do it on. It's kind of neat. I'll send you this synopsis sometime.
Okay. I mean, depending on what it's like, Sean might want to play too. I don't know.
Post-apocalyptic Earth kind of deal. And yeah, there are things. It's a really involved story because I work in a factory
Jesus.
and have lots of time to sit there and think.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I forgot that I had turned on notifications. I don't know the things, and it had a noise and it startled the shit out of me. Which I am now thinking would probably be a terrifying thing for a stream.
Right.
Having the notification, like if somebody follows me while I have a note, or if somebody follows me while I'm doing a stream of a horror game and like the noise comes up, I'm going to scream, which will probably hurt some people's ears.
I will send you the link to my friends who did the horror game, and she's got affiliate status, so you set up different like jump scare things for different like channel points, and we used it to great effect. It's hilarious.
Oh god. That would be so nerve-wracking.
It really was. It was like they played Phasmophobia, which is you're a ghost hunter.
Oh
Like,
god.
and you got, oh yeah, it was the best.
Oh no.
Let me see here. I will grab the link and throw
Jump
it in
scare.
chat here. Yeah. Oh, don't forget to sign into the thing before you go.
Me?
Yeah, for credit.
Right.
You know.
Yes, I will. I'll probably have to do it after, but
Yeah.
yes,
It's just we're
okay.
doing it manually today, so you just throw in there with like what you want to get credit for, and you'll get it.
Okay. Yep, I will think of that. Oh, that's right. We can put stuff on the people now.
There, since you have Discord, you should be able to get that.
Great.
You get the time, check them out. Oh, we got a forward. Yeah,
Yes. That's what gave me the jump. Is somebody started following me and I forgot that I had that sound turned on, so it startled the shit out of me.
Yeah, we got 10 people watching. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, cool. Okay, that's exciting. Sucks.
Forgot I had mod privileges here.
Yeah, you do. Please don't abuse them.
Who's getting banned?
No, don't ban anyone. We need them.
Not gonna ban everyone.
I said don't ban anyone, not necessarily like everyone.
Who is Commander Root?
Who is what?
We got Commander Root is the other person that cool. Maybe just be a bot. I don't know. Either way.
Oh, goodness. Jump scares. Alright, so on my Twitch page, there's a suggestion box. If you guys want to leave suggestions for horror games I should play in the future, I will take a look at that. Just remember that I'm a PC player, so I don't really do anything on consoles or anything like that. So just be mindful of that if you have any suggestions. But I think that could be very fun. If a little...
It would be great.
if a little, maybe serious for my heart, but we'll see.
I mean, we'll probably limit it to like an hour, just so you don't get overwhelmed.
That would probably be helpful, yes.
I think that'd probably be best. I'd like to take an hour. You know,
Do an hour, then maybe do
sorry, I
something.
did a
Oh dear. Oh, my computer's freezing. Hang on. I don't know what's happening. I might die. Ouch. There we go. Oh, I'm frozen. But not the computer.
Oh no.
There we go. It's all good.
No. Blizzard being blizzard.
Pretty much. Yeah, I think playing a horror game could be fun. Although, I think I tried one recently, and I was so bad at it. I didn't understand what was happening. I didn't understand the controls in it. It was a bit of a mess. It was called like Flicker of Hope or something like that.
Part of the fun.
Yeah.
Flicker of Hope. That sounds interesting.
You're like a little candle person, and it's kind of adorable, but it's kind of scary at the same time. And I did not get very far in it before I'm like, I don't understand, so I'm not. Which I realize is not a great attitude to have, but...
No, but we'll do it together, so that way, you know, I can maybe help explain some things if I notice what's going on. And we'll just do it like this as the introduction to this game.
Okay.
Watch me cry.
Yeah, I can do that. I can cry on stream, that's fine.
I mean, I've always said it's always better when you cry, so...
Yeah, crying's good. Crying's good. Dacrophiliac all the way. Maybe not something I should say on stream.
Probably not Toad in the audience anyway.
I think I might have told Toad that before. I don't know
Oh, good. I mean, you're allowed to kind of text them, so why not?
though. Well, she knows I'm an odd one.
That's an awful thing.
Oh, putrid muck. Gross. Oh no. Get out of the electricity. Oh. Shoot. What am I getting stuck on? Oh, the chat seems to have gone oddly quiet. Maybe not oddly, but... You all dead. Oh, that seems rude. That seems like a rude thing to ask.
It's right to the point.
I mean, yeah. Oh, now I feel bad asking that. I don't know why. Battle is happening.
Battle is happening. Only on the inside.
Oh, that's fair. We have, like, what, a half hour left?
Yeah.
Showing my bone boys respect. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's go talk to Tyrael.
More slime ranchers.
Ha! Who said that? Who said that?
So, Toad, are you freeing the blue boy, or is he caged up?
I wanted to play more Slime Rancher. Maybe next time.
It was a cute game, I'll give you that.
Yeah! I love cute games.
About them. Uh-oh, Toad, what did you do to the blue boy?
What'd she do to them? Oh no! Toad, what did you do? What have you become?
You're a bad influence.
I am a bad influence, but you know what? I embrace that, so it's okay. I overfed them and they're sitting in their own shit. Oh no, Toad!
You should
Pot.
No, it's not.
That's funny.
If all else fails, just boot them over the mountain. You'll be fine.
Yes, find a mountain, you're good. Did you not get the
Yeah,
plort
and just see
collector
if you
yet,
can do
Toad? I still think that word is so fucking weird and funny, but I love it.
what?
The plorts.
Right? What did I call this? I don't know.
It's a
Plort?
couple letters away
Just
from
with
plop,
G's.
and it's funnier.
Yep.
Hot steamy poop. I played a lot of Slime Rancher actually. I had a phase. The port collector is full, then sell them. Oh, get out of the fire, stupid twit. No.
That's you. Get
I
on
know.
fire.
I know.
Have you learned nothing from video games? If it's discolored, don't stand in it.
Yeah, I know. I call my character Twit, even though I'm the one who's making them do the twitty thing. And one of my friends is terrible for like, yes, you are. And I'm like, you're not supposed to agree with that. That's not a nice thing to say. Don't care if I'm the one saying it. Die.
I'm actually supposed to play in a D&D game tomorrow sometime.
Oh, fun.
But it's like an overpowered one. Like,
An overpowered D&D game?
yeah, we're level 20.
Oh, okay. Like ridiculously overpowered. Gotcha.
Like, ridiculously overpowered.
That can be fun though in its own way, right? I mean, I wouldn't really have any experience with that, but that sounds like it could be fun. Like, I like over-leveling characters in games before I play them, so maybe.
Yeah, that's fair. Except one tomorrow. I should really actually pick the character. I'm a terrible person. I'm like, what should I play? Well, part of me says barbarian because, mash.
Yeah, I
It's
like...
like,
Keep going?
no, go ahead.
I think I have 3 or 4 characters made that I think I've only played one in a campaign, so I'm pretty bad for character creation without need.
That's fair. I used to get bored and make D&D characters, but then they made me sad because I never play them.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not necessarily sad, but it makes me want to play a game because I have all the things to do it now.
Well, I think because I'm taking the May 2-4 weekend off, streaming Saturday.
Say again?
I think maybe in June I might do the D&D campaign.
Oh yeah.
So need to find 4 or 5 other people who want to play.
I mean, I'll talk to Sean about it. He might be interested. He likes D&D. He's a nerd.
I mean the other streamers. I want to make it. You guys make content for me. I should make content.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anymore. I mean, Sean can play, but he's gonna have to show us the.
What?
What?
I missed that. You cut in and out conveniently.
Conveniently. I'm not toggling the button at all. Yes, character crafting is great, unless you get sad about it.
Yeah.
Because, yes, I love playing barbarians, but Hexblade Warlocks are by far my guilty pleasure because they're so godly. They are. If you've never played
I think
Warlock, disgusting.
I think I tried playing a Warlock, and I was not super great at it because there was just like managing spells and stuff is not something I'm good at.
Which is what makes Warlock great for you. They don't get many.
Oh. Well then.
Like, a wizard would overwhelm you.
Oh, for sure.
Druid or cleric, or even a bard would just destroy you, but a warlock, you get like 2 spells a level.
Okay.
Mostly the hard part comes in what's called invocations. which means you can get spells as like unlimited. Yes, no, Eldritch Blast. Ugh,
Eldritch
so I'm weird.
Blast.
I play Warlocks without Eldritch Blast.
Oh, that's like their bread and butter, though.
I'm unless you play Hexblade,
True.
because then you're all about melee and magic.
Okay.
So all of my spells go to buff me in combat. So I have a sword and a shield, and my AC is 19.
Oh.
I
I know what that means.
Yes. So I'm harder to hit. A spell called False Life, which means I have temporary hit points.
Okay.
As well as if I'm getting in trouble, I can Shadow Step,
Right.
which means I can just disappear and reappear within 30 feet as a bonus action, and then attack stuff.
Huh.
Also, invocations, you get like fighter-like abilities where you can attack multiple times around. But to answer Ian's question, the campaign will start off as everyone at 8th level.
Oh, okay. So kind of like once you got some good stuff.
You may. Oh yeah, no, this is required. I've tried it at like 5th level, and it's way overpowered for 5th.
Oh,
With
okay.
6 players, they couldn't do it unless I fudged things.
Ah. And that's not fun for anybody.
5th ed is not balanced well for encounters versus players.
Oh. Yeah, I think that would be very fun.
I've tweaked it. I tend to make. Yeah. Oh, and a buddy of mine found some really good homebrew like rules that are being played with and tested in. Are amazing. Like traveling is much better now
Okay.
because travel rules in 5th ed suck. That's why most people just gloss over them.
Oh.
So cool. It takes you 2 weeks to get to this town. Let's roll some dice to see if you can encounter. Nope. That's 2 weeks. Wasn't that fun? Things like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, these modules I'm running will take at most 4.5 hours.
Okay, that's not terrible.
No, I wrote them for Phantasm, and you only get 4 hour slots. So.
Okay. Oh.
And like some of the bigger ones may require a couple of different sessions, but that's okay. I'm not going to do a long running campaign.
Yeah, like a couple sessions is different than like having campaigns that run for years, which is what I've witnessed Sean and his friends do. And
Yep.
I've also noticed that sometimes they don't always finish campaigns before somebody, like the DM, gets sick of it, and they just kind of, or maybe I don't know if that's exactly the story, so I can't say that with any like accuracy. So don't quote me on that if anybody from that campaign is listening. But
burnout is real.
Yes.
Players and DMs. I played in years long campaigns, and it was awesome. But like
awesome until everybody gets burnt out.
Yeah, like as a DM, I just stopped doing it for like 2 years because I just got burnt out.
Oh wow. Yes, I remember those nights, Amanda. That was pretty fun. I think the 1 or 2 that I got to go to. Yeah, because I think Sean's, there's a couple campaigns that Sean's in right now that have been running. I think they finished 1, and they have, I think, 2 more on the go. So I know it's a little, it can be a little, yeah, for some people.
It really can. I found up a new kind of D&D thing called West March, where it's a roguelike setting. So there are missions, and you have different, like multiple characters, and people like look for group. So you make your own group, and you go on like this mission, and that's it. But it has overarching things, and it was just awesome. Like we got some really neat rules. We were like making our own magic weapons and whatnot.
Oh, that sounds like it could be fun.
It was great. Like, like ingredients for this stuff, and it was good. I got my partner in on it too, and she had a great time.
Aw. Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
There was somebody there was somebody's campaign that I was supposed to be playing in, and I was going to be playing a... What are the serpent people? The Yuan-Ti. And I was really, really excited about that, but I don't know if they started it without me or what happened. I haven't really heard anything more about it. But I'd asked the DM if I would be allowed to play a one of the abomination Yuan-Ti, so like not a pureblood, which I think is what you're allowed to play in the rule books.
Yeah.
Because like if I'm gonna play a snake person, I want to play a snake person, not a oh, they have like a forked tongue and that's the only thing you know that they're a snake person. Like,
I mean, and that's fair.
yeah. I thought it would be
I love
interesting.
the UNT.
They're so cool looking, right?
I looked at their they are. Like I looked at their character rules, and it's honestly not terrible.
Yeah.
It's just that you can't really do much, and you're always evil.
I mean, I don't mind playing evil characters. Not that I've done that yet, but I feel like I would play lawful evil characters, I think, just because that probably would make it a little easier.
Being lawful evil is probably the best route to go.
Because you can kind of still go through towns and not necessarily get immediately under attack. And
yeah.
Although the way Sean's explained it, lawful evil and all that stuff is more of a flavoring in 5e, which is kind of what we play in all the time, or at least that's what I would play in.
It really is.
Like, it's not going to directly impact you unless you do something stupid in town to like incur the wrath of the townspeople, right? So.
Like Skyrim.
I try very hard not to be evil in Skyrim, but yeah, your own personal code, I think, is something I have an easier time following than somebody else's. I would apply that to life too, but laws and consequences exist. But
yeah, wait.
I joke all the time that that's the only thing that stops me from doing what I want. But I also think I would feel bad if I hurt people. Maybe, depending.
Only if you knew of them.
True.
And if you didn't, that's good too.
Give me the enemies. Oh.
Don't do a crime.
Why not?
No, I wasn't sure.
Well, I went to see a sleep therapist person because I had problems sleeping. And he asked me, he's like, so do you have like these kinds of issues? And I'm like, well, I have really bad road rage when I'm driving or like if I'm tired. And he's like, oh, you don't strike me as this type. You seem very like happy and polite and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, but that's because I'm not behind the wheel behind a slow person right now. I am terrible. Like, and I've said this before, like, the only thing that stops me from getting out of my car and beating people is the fact that I know I would probably get charged and go to jail for it. And I don't want to do that, because I am soft and probably would not last in jail. And I fear for my own safety and that the other person could probably beat me. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. So, it's not something I really want to test. But I don't personally have any qualms about that, and I know that's probably a very unpopular opinion, and potentially I shouldn't be saying that online and out loud to people, but...
Sweetie, you are lawfully evil.
I mean, maybe. Just become head prison wife. I mean, I don't know if that's an option for me. I have weak points, unfortunately, so I don't know how well that would go over.
Yeah, but you're hella cute, so you can be head prison wife.
Sometimes I'm cute, sometimes. I mean, I never thought of it that way. I didn't know there was a thing as like a head prison wife, but I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, you got someone to protect you.
True.
Basically in charge of the bitches.
I can do that if I'm not explicitly told. If I'm not explicitly told I'm in charge, I can be very in charge. But like, if somebody's like, "Hey, you're in charge," I'm like, what do I do? How do I lead? What's this?"
Well, that's the thing is that you wouldn't necessarily be in charge,
True.
but it would
True.
be understood that if you're not listened to,
Shit happens.
things will happen.
For sure, I can deal with that.
Like, really, head prison wife kind of suits you as a person.
I don't know how to feel about that now.
But like, just think about it. Like, it ticks off all of your boxes. So,
That sounds dirtier than it should.
Hey, well, that's a different story, remember?
Right.
I like how you're sitting in the game accessorizing or your phone boys are getting up on that tent. You're just like, oh, right.
What now?
So I'm clearly behind you were putting on a ring in your inventory,
Yes.
and you look up and your phone boys are attacking like this giant tent, and you're like, oh, I should help.
Oh, probably, yeah. You're not that far behind. That didn't happen very long ago.
Okay. I just thought it was hilarious. You're just like, excuse me, I have to rearrange my rings. They're like, okay, boss, smash.
Yeah, I can probably actually go back now.
And we really got like 13 minutes left.
Yep. Yeah. I'm excited. I think the 2-hour mark is kind of the perfect amount because, like I said before, like my ears start hurting with the headphones I have right now. So, I can't wear them for super long periods of time. So it's kind of, I think 2-hour mark is exactly perfect. Oh.
I think the ones I'm wearing, they're super comfy.
It's not to say that these aren't comfortable, because like when they're not hurting, they are comfortable. It's just, I don't know what part it is that actually starts hurting, because like I've played them without my glasses on, and I've played them with my glasses on, and I've like put them in certain spots, and then I've shifted them to other spots, like trying to.
Yeah, glasses do it.
But see, it's not where the glasses are. It's like it's in front of my ear, right in front of like the tragus and stuff like that. That really hurts, and I don't know why it does that. And I haven't figured it out, which is kind of super fucking annoying, because if I knew what was causing it, I could probably fix it, but since I don't know, it's really hard.
I mean, that's also fair.
Yeah. I gotta think about what we're gonna do for dinner today. I don't know, though. Might do nothing. I don't think Sean would be very happy with that. Explode! Boom.
You gotta make parts before it can explode too.
I know. I got it. We're good.
There you go.
It's definitely easier to get like the kill spree or kill count or whatever when you have a this person, necromancer. What? Do a food. Yeah, it's like I said before, I could keep playing and probably happily ignore whatever's happening with my hunger, but I know Sean will not, and he will be insistent upon eating like a person, and sometimes that's annoying, but whatever. I can't really blame him for... Right? I can't really blame him for having like normal bodily functions and wanting to like actually listen to them, so... I mean, I can blame him a little bit, but I shouldn't. Boom. Say again?
You shouldn't. That's not a bad idea. You need someone to blame. He knew what he signed up for.
He did. I explicitly warned him about a lot of things. All the blame.
I mean, if you didn't, I know I did.
Yeah, I think he had plenty of warning, and he still said yes anyways, so...
Well, whether that yes was under duress or not, that's up for debate, but he still said it.
It wasn't under duress, I made sure.
You're the suspect here, sweetie.
It still
I
wasn't
made
under
sure. You're the one who
duress.
claimed duress. Yes, but I made sure it wasn't.
Toad can confirm, he loves me.
Well, yeah, Stockholm's syndrome like that.
Yeah, doesn't help that she's got it too, I guess. Gun wasn't even loaded. Exactly.
She wouldn't use a gun.
No.
They're much better after she has within reach.
I mean, no. I don't think I have anything that would work.
I mean, do you have jumpers?
I finally got jumper cables for my car, yes.
Excellent.
I feel,
Do you have an extra car battery?
no. No, I don't.
You should.
Probably.
Because jumper cables plus car battery equals, better than gun.
Oh, goodness. I should not be tired. I slept a lot. What?
I did not. I went to bed at 5:30 a.m. and I was up.
I went to bed at 5 and woke up at, I'm gonna say 1 or 12 maybe, I don't know.
So you're winning, but not by much.
Probably, yeah. Sleep is for the weak and I'm the weak.
I mean, I did it dumb. I was watching a TV series and I'm like, let's play a video game for a short while. And
That doesn't happen.
It was gone.
And then the night was gone.
And then the night was over, and I should go to bed. I
Yeah.
don't really do today. I have everything.
Yeah. I find the days that I'm streaming, and I say this like I've been streaming for a long time, but it's only been 2. I find the nights before that I'm streaming, I'm like, okay, I have to make a point of going to bed at like a semi-decent time today so that I can not sleep in and miss my streaming time, especially when it was like the 3 o'clock. And I even told Sean, I'm like, hey, you need to wake me up and kick my ass out of bed at like 12 just so I can be like showered and like a human being for this stream. And he's like, we'll see. You can't do that to me. I need you to manage my life for me.
That's what you agreed to.
Right? But,
Yeah, but you know me. I always check in and make sure you're alive before we go.
and it's so appreciated. It really is.
I mean, it's not just because I care, but just so that if you don't respond, I can get someone to stream for you.
I mean, yeah, I get it. It's covering your bases.
And like today, probably should have run streaming because I didn't know there's another event going on. Because I spaced. Even though I was like, yeah, I want to play D&D tomorrow with y'all. I'm like, this is fine.
Oh, are you missing something to stream with me?
Not really. So online events for me are kind of.
Thank you for following. Sorry, keep going.
Hey, go followers. So there's stuff like there's a lot of like online classes and just that and the other thing, and I just can't watch people tell me what to do. But like my friends play games, so.
True.
But like our first streamers, we 2 of them. One was my partner, and the other was a friend, Kristen. They were playing Phasmophobia. Kristen's part of the park who's having the event today, and I'm like, we're terrible people. We're missing out on all the park stuff. She's like, yeah.
Yeah,
but there's still stuff tomorrow, which I'm definitely
good.
going to on because it's supposed to rain and I have nothing better to do.
Right. Oh yeah, it's kind of nice out. I think if it's still light out when I'm done the stream and like it's looking like it's gonna be, I think I'm gonna drag Sean out for a walk with me because it's super nice out. And like the last week it's been awful, and I've been really sad about not being able to go for a walk. So I'm hoping that it still stays nice for like the next little bit at least.
It was beautiful today, but when I got up at like 11ish, it was great. But now overcast, and I overcast, and I think it's raining.
Oh, yeah, see, we don't have the rain. I can still see blue skies here, so that's not bad.
Oh, I hate you. Because it's supposed to rain for like the next week. And I'm like, come on. Like, I know I work indoors, but I like to see the sun outside.
Yeah. Substitute
Walking-
streamers. Imagine
No,
walking in the
you can't
daylight.
walk in the daylight.
My little toad gets so jealous of the fact that I can get like burnt, and then I go back to being fucking sour cream white. And she
No,
gets
what's with that?
she gets this lovely tan, and I'm actually pretty super jealous of it, because for as much as like I like being pale and Sean likes me being pale, I like the way I look when I'm tan too. I think it looks kind of nice, but like I do like being pale at the same time, so I can't really complain. Burnt to dust.
I've known you for a while now, and you with a tan freaks me out.
Really? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Like, the first time I saw you with a tan, I'm like, I thought Taylor was going to be here. Who's this? and then I was like, oh, that's Kayla. I'm glad I said this to myself.
Yeah, but like,
But
at
yeah,
the
it's
same
kinda
time,
it was weird.
Chaz and I have to walk at night because the sun harms me. Tan Kayla is just jarring. Oh, thanks, Toad.
Right, Toad? Like, it's just, it seems unnatural. Your friends are dying for you, by the way.
Oh, they're fine. I'll just summon more.
Speaking of vampirism, do you Disney Plus?
No, I don't.
Alright, yeah.
I think I've got access to Netflix. I have Crave. I now have access to Amazon Prime. Disney Plus is just something that I haven't bothered to do yet. I don't know if I will yet.
If you want to try it out, let me know. I have a subscription, but I've been watching a show called The Strain on it.
Okay.
It is super awesome.
Huh.
It really is like someone watching two is like, hey, let's make a vampire show like this, except we're going to change some key features.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm enjoying it.
Well, that's good. I mean, I make the assumption that like Disney is soft and cute, and I realize that it's not entirely like that anymore.
No, they've bought up so many different TV stations, and they now own all that property. So, like, I think it was 3 months ago, they got a thing called Star, which is all of the non-Disney content they now own, and there is so much stuff on it.
Oh, well, that's good.
Like, and stuff you wouldn't expect to be on Disney is on Disney.
Oh.
Yeah. And the original content is great. Like, WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's got, no, Steven Universe is not on it. Zombie Kitty, sorry.
Oh. I'm sad about that too. Yeah, WandaVision is definitely something that Sean and I want to check out. So like, maybe I'll ask for that so that we can see that. Because like, yeah, I know Marvel was bought up by Disney, and I'm kind of sad about that.
Oh
but...
yeah. Oh no, what they're doing with it is amazing. Like, I gotta mention, like, we just finished Falcon and Winter Soldier, and it was some of the best TV I've ever seen.
The Winter Soldier. So that's the same Bucky Barnes that they have in the movies, right?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie. Yep.
That's Bucky, right? The first one you said?
Sebastian Stan is Bucky, and Anthony Mackie is
I
Sam
love Bucky.
Yes. Oh yeah. And yes, Toad. Future Amazon it makes me so happy. I just can't watch the last season. It's my heart out.
Oh.
It does. But it is 8 o'clock. So I'm gonna have to actually jump. Got some things I gotta do. Please feel free to keep on streaming. Everyone who came for the event, keep watching. If not, just keep watching anyway. I'm gonna duck out.
I'm actually gonna turn it off now because, like I said, my ears are starting to